Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about the PESTLE analysis of the Morocco and the cultural training program.
Morocco, officially known as the Kingdom of Morocco. Morocco is a North African country bordering the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea, is distinguished by its Berber, Arabian and European cultural influences.
Nowadays in Morocco, investing in Morocco getting easier and easier because nowadays in Morocco they are trying to changing the law to make all the foreigner easier to come investing or to build a multinational business company to increase the number of GDP or to increase the economic growth of the Morocco. By investing in Morocco, by law or by the political of Morocco, article number 18 to 95 of October 1995, constituting the investment charter is the principal text concerning investment in Morocco and is also applied to both domestic and foreign investment, which is the only problem or the only thing that you cannot do is to own agricultural land inside the Morocco countries. This land are standing for 15% of economy growth, which is the 15% of GDP inside the Morocco economy.
We move to the economic nowadays. The Morocco overall economic performance has improved, which seen steady gross domestic product growth and inflation to be consistently low. Through the government has innovated to diversify the economy by added a new and higher value of the industries. So the government has increased effects to diversify the economy by improving the manufacture industry, particularly export-driven sector. In addition, Morocco has become a major touristic destination in the last few years that is the key contributor to the economy and provide a job for the Moroccans. The government has sponsored marketing campaigns to attract the tourists, advertise Morocco as inexpensive and safe. Moreover, the agriculture in Morocco has always been a main point that close to attention of the governments. So it is an importance in foreign trade and its role in providing the foodstuffs in up-country and suburb area.
For socio-cultural micro-trend, the Morocco people are kind and normally they have the hospitality feeling toward everyone, even if they do not have close relationship with each other. When we are first met two Moroccan people, they will normally invite people to their home for the event since they value for building the personal relationship. Furthermore, Moroccans are more concerning and helping each other rather than getting the benefit for their own personal, as Moroccans are warm welcome people as well as caring others, so they will always asking for well-being of your own family even if they have never known them before. This is to show that Moroccans often have a genuine interest on others. Secondly, it is normally for Moroccans wearing traditional clothes called jalabar, which refer to the long hood robe that they need to wear in order to cover their clothes. In addition, women need to have something to cover their head called hijab. This means that they are submission to God. However, when there is a special event, the jalabar will be replaced by the kaftan, in which is embroidery with lace together with beading with colorful color. More importantly, kaftan is made by the high cost fabric, excluding with traditional hood. Thirdly, since Moroccan people become more modernized, they still live their life in the old traditional way. There are some souk. It is the local market where goods and services are sold, and sometimes they are traded. Although there are many famous department stores, Moroccan people prefer to buy products from local market instead of department store. Due to the local market consists of various kinds of products like clothes, household items, food and beverages, and etc. Moreover, they are able to get the item in the cheaper price as well as in the good quality. For technological micro-trend, during January 2016, internet users in the country found that they are able to use free applications like Skype, Tango, WhatsApp, and etc. This was becoming an issue for the three Moroccan telecom service providers. Therefore, they mutually agreed to block the most widely used VoIP service through 3G and 4G. This led to negative action of Moroccan as well as the foreigners that prefer to use internet service call for many reasons. VoIP is come from Voice over Internet Protocol. It can use for transmitting voice or video. This is very famous in this country since it provides customers with low costs compared to traditional phone call, and it's very comfortable for the users. Finally, VoIP service has grown with effectiveness and efficiency during last year in 2013. The market value at USD 70.9 billion, and by the 2020 it anticipates to reach at USD 136.76 billion. At present, there are many famous applications that are created to attract users, and the applications like Skype, Viber, Tango are able to attract more than 200 million per month to use their application. In addition, the model that this application use are freemium, which are the model that users don't need to pay for calling and texting, but there is a charge for extra features of particular application. Secondly, in Morocco, the renewable energy seems to play a very important role, and it aims to use solar energy in order to produce 2,000 megawatts of electricity by 2020. And they target for 5 places in the kingdom. It takes lots of amounts for the investment, around 9 billion, but it can reduce the amount of greenhouse gas, approximately 3.7 million tons of carbon dioxide. These projects are located in Bani Mata, and it aims to offer 7% of national production. However, by December of 2017, Jeddah is allowed to provide up to 20% of national electricity production. The city of Jeddah is located at the east of Morocco, and it is the place for developing the electricity production by using sunlight as well as natural gas. Moreover, this project is established since December of 2014, in which including thermal power plant and supercritical unit of 350 megawatt class code.
Moreover, here come the legal system in Morocco. We are separated into 3 different types. For the first one is the court system. The second one, hiring system. For the third one, legislation. For the first one, cost system. Mainly the cost system or the legalized system inside the Morocco, they based on the French legal tradition, or the cost based on the Jewish and Islamic tradition. For the next, hiring law. Inside the Morocco, if you are CEO, mainly if you're gonna hire employee, then you need to sign a 1 year's contract, which is the fixed term with the employee, at least paying $282.9 per month for that employee or hiring employee. And mainly the maximum working days per week is only 6 days per week. You couldn't get more than 6 days, or else it would be illegals. The next or the last, the legislation. Mainly the legislation of Morocco right now is they are trying to make the initial rulings. I'm sorry for the mistake. And the next is buy on cam for cancellation of acts against administrative authorities. By the next is disputed related to administrative contract. And the next is to claim for compensation of prejudice caused by public entity, acts or activity. By the end is to set up the consistency of administrative act with the legal provision.
For the environment of Morocco, it has been suffering with the pollution that was created from the human, especially from the industrial, because of the country has been growth in the tourism industry and industrial rather than the previous time. This country has diverse of natural resource, and it was used without any concern and prevent practice properly, and this damage directly to the natural resources. Therefore, the opportunity that will occur in Morocco will be collaborated with the government and the World Bank. The government of Morocco decides to launch a new program that will be sustainable practices in agriculture aimed at reducing the pollution. For risk of Morocco. It not suitable for luxurious business since Moroccan they prefer to live their life in the simple way. Limited the level of import. Morocco aims to protect the local industries that have unfair competition. Morocco had the limited amount of the capital foreigner investment in term of air, maritime transportation and maritime fisheries. In addition, all foreigners are prohibited to own the agricultural land unless they leases for 99 years. The opportunities the businesses that are going to operate in the long run will be benefit from this country since they place important on the relationship rather than on the job itself. It is good for the automobile car since this country has cheaper for about cost. The industrial promotion. Morocco aimed to increase the manufacturing and to create a job. The plan aims to improve the youth employability as well as to promote the exports. The energy sector. Morocco is serious about having renewable energy, so they plan to gain 52% of the total of electricity capacity in the country. Cross-cultural training program is a training course that used by the company in order to help employees in the organization to be well awareness of the cultural diversity. The program is contained the lessons which increasing a knowledge and skills required to adjust a new culture toward the differences.
Here come the company background of our interviewer. Our interviewer, she came from the Oman Airline. Then what is the Oman Airline? Oman Airline is an airline that came from Sultanate of Oman, which is a 4-star airline that found in 1993. The next is our interviewer backgrounds. Her name is Miss Narisala Senavinin. Her age is 27 years old, graduated from Lamkamhang University. He was a cabin crew for 2 years experience in Egypt Airline, which is only 2-star less than what she did right now. And the next is right now what she had been doing. She is a cabin crew for 1.5 years till now in Oman Airline, which is 4-star.
Could you introduce your position and your tasks in company?
Okay, I'm a cabin crew, or some people call it flight attendants, and I've been working as one for 4 years now. My job is to bring my passengers to their destination safely, provide the best service, and also represent the airline.
So let's move on to the second question. Could you briefly introduce your company?
My company, can I say the name of the company or?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm working in Oman Air, and Oman Air started out in aviation industry in 1993, so it's around 24 years only. Our first operating flight was to Salalah, which is one of the city in Oman, and our first international flight was to Dubai. We are an international premium airline and have won so many awards from Skytrax, such as the best staff service, best business class, best economy seats, and etc. That's it.
Yes, next. Do you believe that it would be better to have staff from the same country in a department?
Well, everything has their own pros and cons. So having some staff from the same country is good for the heart, actually. You will feel secure and comfortable working with those from the same region, but you won't get out of the comfort zone, which sometimes you need to. It's kind of a human nature that people from the same place will have almost the same logic, the same way of working, living, or acting. But if you have people from different country working together, it's a different story. You'll have varieties of comments, different points of view, some new ways to solve the problems that you haven't thought about before. So for me, I prefer working in multicultural environment.
Yes. Okay, next. Does your company offer a cross-cultural training program?
Actually, Actually, we don't have the course called course cross-cultural training program exactly, but we do have similar things in our induction course when we joined the company. Like as I've mentioned from the previous question, we are an international airline, so of course we are working with people from many places around the world. And because of that, understanding and respect other culture is really important. I remembered we started the training with self-introduction, where we were from, our previous job, and stuff like that. Then the instructors separated us into groups and told us to talk about our traditions and culture, wrote them in a piece of a huge paper, then presented it in front of the class. We found so many new things though. I had never known that drinking from tap water is normal in some country. Some country, a guy has to come to a girl if he wants to greet her, not a girl standing for a guy or walk to them to say hi. And some country even put apple in the microwave before eating. So yeah, that's one small part of the training, from the training.
Okay, yes. And what benefit do you gain from multicultural in the company?
I gained a lot of benefits, actually. Mainly it's whenever we have problems that we have to solve together, we always have different points of view, different ways to solve the problem. It's kind of a world opening to know that, oh, you can do this, oh, you can do that. Me, myself, love challenging. Working with those different kind of people is really challenging and fun. I have improved a lot about how to deal with different kinds of people, how to solve different kinds of problems, and also how to think out of the box and be positive.
Okay, yes. Does your company have a foreign employees?
Of course we do. We are international airline.
Okay, so move to the last question. If your company have staff from overseas, how can you make sure that there will be no conflict between different background staff?
Well, by the training, that cross-cultural training program that might have different names depends on the company. We have to make sure that everyone understands cultural differences and respect each other. Like if we have a proper training, we can reduce a lot of conflicts between colleagues, and when our staff are happy, they will perform 100% for their duty. Then our customers will be satisfied.
Okay. Thank you very much for your interview.
Move to the lesson learned and gained from cross-cultural training programs. Avoiding from culture shock that could occur anytime and anywhere in the new place that he or she never get used to it or never been there or faced it before, which mean cross-cultural training programs will help and prevent that person to stay away from culture shock that will be affected directly to him in company sequence. Cross-cultural training programs also break all the barriers that was created by all of us because of everyone has their own barrier to protect herself or himself from unexpected situation that can lead or bring harmful to them. They instruct people to understand and get to know them and learn them. This cross-cultural training programs will shift these barriers until it is gone, and the relationship in the workplace will be increased if compare when they still had their barriers that obstruct people to know them. Moreover, after cross-cultural training programs chipped the barriers, then a new word will come up, and that word called trust. People will feel more comfortable and trustfully with people who are they working with. Furthermore, this will be benefit to the company because of when employees trust each other, thus working process will run smoothly. Next, everyone in the company who has joined this cross-cultural training program will have an opportunity to develop their future career because of most of the program is held in the large multinational company because of the company has multinationality in the workplace. Some companies send some of their staffs to abroad, which means their future is increasing up and their life is up as well. Lastly, motivated by the company. Like how, when the company launched cross-cultural training programs to human resource departments to organize everyone in the company, then they will know exactly tasks or roles in the company because of all of them are important to the company. The company could not run without them, and they will develop their task to the next move. We are all done with the presentation. thank you for your watching us and have a good day.